Now let's talk about some other pillar, which is known as inclusiveness in responsible AI. So inclusiveness basically means that all the AI models, all the AI applications that we are building, it should be accessible to everyone, regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, color, or physical abilities. So uh, let's take a look at how Microsoft defines responsible AI via these following points. The first is that AI systems work well for diverse groups and peoples, and they don't disadvantage some people. So basically, all the AI systems should work properly for everyone, and just because a person is from some area, some demographic, it shouldn't discriminate against it, and it should be equally accessible to them. Next is AI systems should be available worldwide, even in developing countries and regions. Yeah, obviously. If Google is developing the Gemini model, it should be available in the US, it should be available in India, it should be available in Ghana, in every country, no matter what the economic standing or the geopolitical standing of that country is. And people from different backgrounds and communities should provide inputs to the AI model, because if we don't consider the opinions, if we don't consider the inputs from various demographics, our AI model will end up with a certain bias against certain people. Because let's say a person from Maharashtra may only think about himself, a person from, let's say, Delhi may only think about themselves. But when all of these people come together, they start to think as a group, they start to think for the common welfare. Now, examples of inclusive AI, let's take some examples. First is facial recognition that works across skin tones. Like, let's take Apple's Face ID as example. It works with every race, with every face shape, with every skin color, in every lighting condition. Let's just say that Apple hasn't tuned its facial recognition algorithm, let's say with for people of color, people with the dusky complexion. So what would end up happening is that, let's say, if the lighting condition isn't that great, people with dusky complexion or with darker colors may not be recognized properly. But that's not the case, because they have included inclusivity when designing their Face ID algorithm. Another is interface that supports screen readers for visually impaired. So basically, people who can't see, they usually use screen readers. What a screen reader basically does is that if you have a phone and a certain text is written on it, suppose you are reading an article, since visually impaired people can't read it, a screen reader, which is a a text to speech program, it will read out everything aloud and you will be able to hear it. So those types of things should always be present in an AI model, because we want our model to be accessible to everyone. Next is language translation that supports small and regional dialects. So we all know that pretty much all of the AI models support a variety of languages, including Hindi. Let's say we are building an application which is specifically tailored to India and Indian languages. So what's even more important than supporting multiple language? For example, our app supports Hindi, our app supports Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, everything. But we also need to focus on supporting the smaller regional dialects. For example, it should be able to support the various dialects of Hindi, whether it be Avdi, Bhojpuri, so that it will be accessible to even the remote corners of India. And another one is teams that seek diverse perspective in designing systems. So if you want your team to have diverse perspectives, you obviously need to have people from various demographics, various age groups, various places of origin. This will ensure that our model is on the path to inclusiveness.